Hello Big Brother fans, this is episode 31 review, the 500th episode of Big Brother. This is the 500th episode of Big Brother that I have watched. Yes, I have watched it from episode 1 when it first started. So yes, I am a super fan, but I'm not one of those people that can remember facts like it was yesterday. I just can't. But it was wonderful to be a part of that. At the end, I've made a note of it right here that Wednesday, don't forget to tune in Wednesday if you tend to kind of, miss episodes just to watch who's evicted, because Wednesday is going to have the special eviction episode. They're going to be gone a day earlier than normal, and then they'll start doing the different HOHs because they do elimination type HOH, right? Right. So here we go. It's the cat. Hi, baby. Amanda feels, once again, we start up again where she left off, where Amanda feels that the reason that she and McCrae were put up together is because that they're in a relationship, and then Gina Marie is jealous of their relationship, and that, her relationship didn't work, and that she's just, mad that some relationship did win. At this point, Amanda's just grasping at straws. Gina Marie was like, I'm not jealous of you. This is a game. It would be stupid of me to continue going forward, allowing you to, as a couple, who are fighting, having each other's backs, because when you have an HOH, you can't compete. So having a second person is always a little more game, it steps you up in the game a little bit more than if you don't have, someone with you. And even though Amanda isn't very good at winning things, it's still, it's still two people as one. You know what I mean? So anyway, Amanda talks to Alyssa and says, if you keep me, you will be less of a target because they're coming after you. But if I am in this game, I will continue to be a target. Now, they made it seem like Alyssa just, had a whim and just decided to, think about this and just go, ooh. But really, the proposal came, and then not much longer after that, Alyssa was called into the diary room. And not much after she gets out of the diary room, she immediately goes to, you don't like that? Okay. She immediately goes to Amanda and tells her that she's decided that she's going to take her deal. She'll keep her. She'll give her her wedding rings as collateral. Now, I'm not sure if Amanda gave her anything in exchange, because I saw the wedding rings. It wasn't just wedding rings, it was jewelry. It was like a bag full of jewelry. And one night she was going through and she's knocking them together. Oh, this is fake. See how it's really super, super extra shiny? It's so fake, and then she's like, see this ring? This one's probably like $2,000, but this one is like $4,000, because see how much bigger the diamonds are on this one as compared to this one? And I'm like, I can't believe, seriously, I cannot believe Alyssa allowed her to have her wedding rings. I mean, I understand the collateral part. I do understand that. But her wedding rings? Are you kidding me? That tramp? I know, unbiased opinion. Sorry. Anyway, in the past, it's always been, if you do this, me and McCrae will never do this. And I believe at one point, except for the part that was filmed, unfortunately, she had promised McCrae's loyalty as well. And as you know, by the end of this episode, it was not true. So as they strike their deal, Andy walks in, of course, because Andy makes it a point to walk into every room anytime people walk off, because he has to either break in and interrupt the conversation or be a part of it and have to know what's going on. And immediately they make a mistake and they tell him. And of course he goes and he tells Spencer and Judd, and Spencer starts to worry. And he really did worry, because last night, he laid down after dinner, and he was saying, The camera zoomed in on him, and he's like, he pulls his microphone up. He goes, that's really creepy when you do that. And then they zoom back out and they zoom back in on him, and he says, you have any idea if I'm safe tomorrow? And then nothing. The camera didn't do anything. He was kind of hoping it was going to do a yes or a no, but and then he kind of giggled. It was a kind of cute interaction. That's one thing I really miss this year, is that the guests don't really talk to the cameras, and I miss that because Dan constantly talked to the cameras, constantly for the feeders, constantly, it was always an acknowledgement, but these people, as much as they claim to be super fans, have done very little. Gina Marie once or twice, but that's about it. There hasn't been a whole lot. And then we have, let's see, Spencer and Amanda did their speeches and they voted, and McCrae and Alyssa, true to her word, voted out Spencer, trying to keep Amanda, and Judd and Andy voted out Amanda. Now, behind the scenes, it was Andy said what he was going to do was he was going to vote against Amanda, even though he said he was going to vote to keep her. He was going to vote Spencer out, but then what he was going to do was he was going to hurry her and go in the house and flip it around and say that Spencer didn't vote, or wait, there were so many different scenarios, I can't keep it straight in my mind. That she didn't keep her word, and then he was going to make her believe that McCrae voted out Amanda by his facial expressions, and it obviously worked when we eventually see her voted out and Julie Chen talks to her. Anyway, Amanda is voted out by a tiebreaker by Gina Marie, who tells her to get to step him. And Amanda goes out amidst boos and cheers, and she says, so take it some of you don't like me? No, really? Seriously, she really did think that she was well liked when she was in the house, and I just do not understand someone who cannot see themselves for what they're doing and saying and how they're acting. I just don't understand people like that, I mean, come on. When I do something that I know isn't right, I feel it deep in my gut, and she doesn't. I don't know what it is. I don't know what kind of a person that takes. Julie did ask her, if that was her, if it was a game. She never really truly answered. But yeah. Anyway, I thought that the exit interview went a lot better than Erin. She didn't pin her down and didn't, specifically tell her about her racist comments. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that she is a family friend of the executive producer and was probably told to lay off. Whatever. She'll find out when she gets into the real world. Amanda then, states that she doesn't like bullies, and then later on she admits that she did bully Alyssa, but she regrets it. Yeah. I think she regretted it when she realized that Alyssa would be her only hope, her Obi-Wan. She tries to defend herself when she said that she was provoked. Alyssa did have a way of doing things that she knew would push buttons, but she pushed game buttons. She never pushed personal buttons. She never, ever, did some of the things that Amanda did and said. And, yeah. Anyway, she said that she was mad at Andy when Julie asked about that. So here we go. We're going to go on to the HOH, and it was called Go Fetch, where they had to run across, through a doghouse, under into a kennel, dig out 2 bones one at a time, take them back to the dog bowl, and then go back, get your key, and then back, and then ring the bell, and it ends up that McCrae wins that. He immediately puts up Gina Marie and Alyssa, and so they go out to play the POV, which was called BB15, which was a maze with cars, and you had to move it among the maze, and Judd wins, and he leaves the nominations the same. which I don't know, Judd. It's interesting because when Judd came back in, the only person who really welcomed him back with open arms was Alyssa, and he was really happy about that. And they worked together that first week, and I don't know what happened. Seriously, Judd is on some kind of medications, and it's very evident when he needs new medicine. And he ran out of cigarettes, and he's just been testy the past couple of days. And apparently I missed it, but he walked past her and he just told her to shut the fuck up, and that really hurt her feelings and offended her. And they did talk about it last night, and he apologized, and I think he apologized just because he was afraid that if she won HOH that he'd be put up, and he was just kind of trying to keep himself safe. And she said, the only thing about it is that it scared her. When she gets attacked like that, she gets more scared than anything, and he apologized a few times, and I don't know that she really accepted his apology, because I think there were other things going on, and I switched the feeds. But anyway, she did beg him, or not beg, but did ask him, and say, you said that if you did win the POV that you would take me off. And then of course he didn't live up to his word, which is really sad. Because I really kind of do like Judd. He has a very cute little childlike kind of quality to him. But yeah, I don't think that he'll get her vote. But then again, she's not playing this game with her emotions, like she said. So I think she does truly like him, for who he is. So she might, if he gets to the very end. Anyway, she was voted out unanimously, and you could tell she was kind of like shocked in a way, when you get out there. Amanda had like the whole week kind of sort of to deal with her, the fact that she's going home, even though she thought she had her Hail Mary coming to her. But yeah, she still kind of dealt with the fact that she would be leaving. Anyway, when she was voted out, poor little thing wanted to go back and pack her bags. She says, can I get my bag or something? And Julie made her leave, saying no. And Spencer just said, you have 60 seconds. That's it. And so when she turned around and came back out, and left, she didn't hug anybody. She didn't say anything. And Judd hurries to scream, I love you. But she came out to a lot of cheers. I didn't hear any boos like you did when Amanda went out. She really seriously did think that McCrae voted out Amanda because of Andy's award-winning performance, and Julie was actually shocked that she believed that. So as soon as Alyssa arrives on Amanda's tail in the jury house, she will find out that Andy was a snake. Anyway, she said that when she went in, she didn't want to play with emotions, and I seriously do think that she did an excellent job of that. She did a really good job at, divorcing herself from her emotions and just looking at everything from a play, the game stance. And I think if that's the way she went in wanting to play, I think that she succeeded wonderfully at that. Julie asked her if Rachel gave her advice, and for as ditzy as people think that Rachel is, I think that the advice she gave her was absolutely the best advice anyone, I think, would ever be able to go into the household with, and that was to play it with your heart and not emotions, which to me, heart is emotions, but she clarified that to be emotionless. To make connections with the house guests. She had a hard time with that from the beginning, and I think that that was a big disservice that they gave her, or she shouldn't have lied about it from the beginning. But then, even if she had gone in and said, I'm Rachel Riley's sister, I think that would still have made her an underdog from the very, very beginning. So, she tried, and she did make some connections, but not a lot. And she didn't like any, if you know, I know she liked Helen, but I don't know that she liked anyone else really in that house. Maybe a little bit of Judd, and at one point a little bit Andy. She told her to form alliances, but to only make 2-week deals and not entire game deals, which is extremely smart because, you know, everything changes from week to week in that house. Anyway, we were told that Wednesday is going to be, you know, is going to be the next eviction, and that a past winner was going to be a guest in the house. And I'm beginning to think perhaps it's the Pandora's box that they are wanting. That, or they're probably gonna, you know, they might host one of the games or whatever. But I'm thinking, because apparently Rachel, I didn't see it myself with my own eyes, but someone reported it to me, that Rachel tweeted, you know, stay tuned for a surprise. So I have a feeling that Rachel is like the new Jessie 2.0, where she's the one that goes in to antagonize the house guest, whoever decides to, you know, to take the Pandora's box. But everyone in the house agreed that if Pandora's box was offered, that they would take it. And I think Alyssa told them, you know, I don't think that you really have a choice. I think you have to accept, you know, the Pandora's box. So yeah, but anyway, that's it for that. And so I'll be back here tomorrow with nominations, and then on Saturday with the POV winner, and then Sunday after the episode. So see you in a couple of, you know, see you those days. And let me also know if you want me to do the, you know, on the feeds today kind of episodes, because I will, if I have the time, do that for you if you want. All right, bye.